Guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Chef Pam and this is Chef'n' More. And today we are going to be making chicken Alfredo with broccoli. And if you want to learn how to make all kind of homemade food and dishes the easy and simple way, subscribe so you won't miss any of my videos and tap that bell so you'll always get notified. We're going to get started right now. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is prepare our chicken. I have 2 chicken breasts here, and what we're going to do is boil them. So I'm going to put them in a large pot of water. We'll also be making some chicken broth at the same time that we can save for later for whenever we need it. I have vegetables to put in, green peppers, carrots, onion, and celery. And guys, you don't have to chop it up fine, just chop it up enough to fit in your pot, whatever size it is. Okay, we're going to put this on the stove, turn it up on high, and let it boil. Okay guys, it's getting ready to start boiling, so I'm going to add some salt to the pot so that it'll bring out the flavor of the vegetables and chicken. Yes, and we'll be back when the chicken is done. Okay, so our chicken is all done. It has cooked for about an hour. And look at that, guys. It looks yummy, and if you could only smell it. Yeah. So now we just want to get the chicken off the bone. Just take 2 forks and separate it. And make sure that you get all the bones out of the chicken. You have to kind of pick through it a little bit. Now, you could buy boneless chicken, but to be honest with you, the flavor is in the bones. So if you want to get that flavor out of it, have some chicken broth, use chicken that has the bones. Now we've got it all shredded and we can get started. Okay, this is a 1-pot dish, so everything goes in the big skillet. So just put your chicken in there, and then we'll take it over to the stove so we can get our noodles going as well as our sauce. Yes. Okay guys, got all that taken care of. Now let's head on over to the stove. Okay, we have fettuccine noodles today, and they are rapidly boiling. So we're going to go ahead and get started on our sauce. Okay, so for the sauce, medium saucepan and about 2 tablespoons of butter. Put that in, let it start to melt. Then we're going to add to it, probably about 2 tablespoons of flour. This is just all-purpose flour. You want to start with a roux. That's what it's called when you're adding flour to butter or oil or a sauce or gravy. It's a roux. Then we're adding a cup of milk. This is just whole milk. We're going to add the cup of milk in there. And keep stirring, guys. You want to keep stirring so to stay smooth. Now we're going to add about 4 ounces of cream cheese. This is full fat cream cheese. This is not reduced fat, full fat cream cheese, because you want to get that flavor. And I'm not exactly measuring, but I just opened up this container and it's 8 ounces, so I'm putting about half of it in there. And you just want to stir it until it's melted really good before we go on from there. Okay, let's get this stirred up real good. Yes. And then we also will add to it a couple of shakes of garlic powder. Just a couple, you don't need much, but it brings out the flavor so much. And now that that's melted, we're adding 2 slices of smoked provolone cheese. Now you can add a little bit more cheese if you like. You can also use mozzarella or Gouda cheese. It just brings out a bolder, richer flavor. I only add 2 slices because it's not supposed to be so cheesy as it is saucy. Now we add a little salt. It's probably about 1/4 of a teaspoonful. And guys, just keep stirring it until it's all melted and blended in together. Yes, there we have it. Our sauce. All right, now it's time to get everything combined. First, our noodles are drained, and now we're putting them in. And as I put each ingredient in, I like to go ahead and mix it. And when you drain your pasta, whatever type of pasta you use, you don't have to use fettuccine noodles. You can use any noodle that you like. but reserve at least about a fourth of a cup of the pasta water for when you boiled it. I'll tell you about that in a second. Now we're going to add our broccoli. And guys, this is just a bag of frozen broccoli that I defrosted slightly. You don't want to defrost it all the way because then when it cooks, it'll get mushy. So now we stir in our broccoli. Yes, this is looking good, and oh my, it smells delicious. Yes, just make sure everything is well blended. Now, that reserved pasta water we'll be adding soon, but for now we're going to put in our sauce, give it a quick stir, and then we're just going to pour it over our broccoli, noodles, and chicken. Yes. And guys, the reason we reserved the pasta water was because anytime you're adding a sauce to pasta or chicken or anything like that where you're mixing it all together, the pasta water will actually help the sauce adhere to the pasta and the meat that you have in there. So you don't want to add a lot because you don't want to liquefy it, but you just want to add a little bit. So maybe about a fourth of a cup is what you need to add in there. And guys, just get in there and mix it all up. And once we get this all mixed and combined, guess what, guys? We're through, because the heat from the noodles, the chicken, and the sauce will cook the broccoli. So you don't have to worry about that, and it'll be fork tender. So now we're just going to get this stirred up and we are done. Yes, look at that, guys, all done. We have our chicken Alfredo with broccoli. Yes, doesn't that look good? And guys, if you like these how-to cooking videos, consider supporting me over on Patreon. I have the link in the description. And give me some comments. Leave me a thumbs up. And do not forget to subscribe. Tap that bell so you will always get notified. I am so glad you guys came and hung out to cook with me today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.